When you play the Game of Thrones, you
Subscribe and like.
or you die. There is no middle ground.
All right, hello YouTube, welcome back to the Grease Comic YouTube channel. Today's video, we are going to be talking about how Lady Stoneheart could possibly be a pushing factor in how Littlefinger is killed. Now, personally, I don't believe this theory or believe this is going to happen, but I find that there's some interesting pieces of evidence that George has already laid the foundations for that could lead to that possibility if Stoneheart meets Sansa or is able to give some sort of message to Sansa, given the Brotherhood without banners, maybe gets a response there. We've seen that they've been able to infiltrate other places, namely Riverrun right now with Tom, who Jaime has run into. But yeah, so this video we're going to be talking about the possibilities there going into Winds of Winter and all of that. But before we get into the video, if you guys like to learn more about A Song of Ice and Fire or any of the other upcoming stuff with House of the Dragon, consider subscribing, as we'll be covering it all on this channel. But let's start off the video with a quote, given that this is really where Catelyn kind of figures out everything about the dagger and who was this assassin that was sent to Bran, and also, on the other flip side of that, who owned this dagger. Tyrion Lannister had said much of the same as they rode through the Mountains of the Moon. Catelyn remembered she had refused to believe him. Peter had sworn otherwise. Peter, who had almost been a brother. Peter, who loved her so much he fought a duel for her hand. And yet if Jaime and Tyrion told the same tale, what did that mean? The brothers had not seen each other since departing Winterfell more than a year ago. Are you trying to deceive me? Somewhere there was a trap. Again, we find out here that it's obvious that Littlefinger was lying, right? Tyrion never bet against his brother, but Jaime does note that the dagger belonged to Robert Baratheon, not Tyrion Lannister. And so Catelyn is left to kind of ponder, what does this mean, right? Why would Littlefinger lie to her? And so when you think about everything that's coming back into the story and the time that Catelyn had to really think about that, right? If you think about this reveal, Catelyn really doesn't have much time to ponder it given everything that's going on, right? This is the very end of the Clash of Kings. She doesn't really have much time left in the story regardless, but when she comes back and she's thinking about her daughters and she's going to realize that Littlefinger is with Sansa, Catelyn's going to remember that Littlefinger betrayed her, lied to her about who the daggers actually was owned by. And this prompted a lot of events that caused the war, caused the destruction of her family. And so Lady Stoneheart in many ways could be wanting vengeance on Littlefinger. So how does this happen, right? So there's a couple ways in which this could happen. Now, specifically for me, I am someone that believes that Lady Stoneheart will exit the series around halfway through Winds of Winter, at least in that first half of it, because I think the Revenge Red wedding and some of the Riverland plot will kind of fix itself around the midpoint of the book, just like A Storm of Swords, where the Red Wedding happens around the midway point. So if we're going to get some sort of message to Stoneheart, given that I believe she dies at the Revenge Red Wedding to Arya, how is it going to reach Sansa of this information? Now, the first thing is going to be she tells the Brotherhood without banners. So regardless, if any of the surviving Brotherhood without banners know this information that Lady Stoneheart tells them, the next time they see Sansa, because again, we all believe Sansa and Littlefinger are going to be coming more into the story, coming into the Riverlands, going maybe into the southern parts of the north, like the Neck, kind of meeting up with our faction retreating north. We all believe to a degree that those two characters are going to at least be making their way into the normal story in our main conflict. So if any of these characters know any of this information, they're going to be able to tell Sansa. They're going to be able to go, yeah, this guy betrayed your mother, and it's one of the leading reasons as to why she went on this perilous journey to the Vale that started this whole war, really, that Littlefinger has been responsible for multiple issues in your family. And when you think about Littlefinger doing other actions that she already knows, Sansa already knows that he killed Lysa, regardless of why he killed Lysa. He killed, or was at least involved in, Joffrey's murder, we believe. There's a lot of information that would lead Sansa to believe, yeah, this guy has been screwing up my family from day one. And so this is very relevant information. Now, I, again, am someone that doesn't believe Stoneheart and Sansa will have this reunion. I think that's going to be saved for Arya. But I think this information is invaluable. Again, why bring up this entire revelation in Clash for Kings if it's not going to go anywhere? Like, think about that revelation. It doesn't go anywhere, right? Like, if we look at her time from the end of Clash of Kings to Storm of Swords, that revelation that Littlefinger lied to her goes nowhere, right? It's really just there for Catelyn's sanity to figure out things that happened. Like, us, the viewers or the readers, already know what Jaime's saying, as in terms of, like, we know Jaime and Tyrion were not involved in this at all. We know that they did not try to assassinate Bran. And so this is more for the character of Catelyn. And now that Catelyn's come back, she's even more vengeful. She's more angry, wanting to go after the people that destroyed her family. It only seems right that Littlefinger would be a part of that, given that she knows that information. And so I really want to open this up now to you guys in the comments. What do you believe about this idea? Do you think we will ever get anything paid off from this quote, right? Like, will we see Catelyn get that revenge on Littlefinger? Will we see any type of that information reach Sansa? I think that personally makes a lot of sense, because we're still looking for, with Sansa, when does she flip on Littlefinger? Like, when does that go? Like, what pushes her over the edge? Will it be because he kills, like, Harry the Heir, for instance, or he kills Robin? What is going to be that flipping point? And so that could be one that George could use. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about this idea? You guys have any other things you want to add to it? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys. And also, have a happy New Year, as I believe will be coming out on Sunday. So hope you guys have a fantastic time with your friends, family, or whatnot. And I'll see you guys in the next year.